Today we're gonna talk about what items are worth, because we get all kinds of people being in here in Vegas. People will come in and have all these misconceptions of what their items are worth. They'll come in demanding certain amounts of money or requesting certain amounts of money for their items, and some of these people come in with these values of their items that they came from outer space. So today we're basically going to go through how do you decide and how do you know what your items are worth, how do you check what your items are worth, so that way if you're an educated person you can come in, know what your items are worth, know that if we offer half, what our offer is very reasonable and you'll take it. Because we get a lot of people, we buy about 80% of the stuff that comes in the door because people know what they have, they know what it's worth, they know what half the value is, and when we make an offer, they take it. But we do get that 20% nuts that come in here thinking they found one piece of crap garbage comic book that they found in the trash, thinking they're going to get $1,000 for it. And we're just not going to pay based on your imaginary prices. We're going to pay based on reality. So we're going to explain the difference between reality and imaginary right now. Okay, now let's go over a couple of things. We have had so many people come in with their Barbie dolls, for example, or with China, or with G.I. Joes, and they've determined the value of their items based on a Barbie website, or a China website, or some website that they found the price as high as they could find it. Now when you go to a Barbie website, or a G.I. Joe website, or even a baseball card website for that matter, the people who produce that website want to keep the value of the items as high as absolutely possible. So the facts of those websites are forged or faked to keep them high. Of course Barbie, as Mattel, they want to keep the value of Barbies as high as possible. So if you go to a Barbie website, you're going to see dolls on there that are at their absolute highest value. And same with if you go to China replacements. They're going to have China that is basically trash at extremely high values. Because if you're desperate in need of that item, you're probably willing to pay maximum high prices. I mean, for example, if you have Grandma's China and you break the pitcher of her China and she's got a place setting for 12 people and you break the pitcher, you want to replace that as fast as you can before she notices it, and you're willing to go to the China website and pay $150 for the pitcher so she doesn't know that it was damaged. But to sell that China set to anybody else off the street, you're not going to get that kind of money. So we don't look at the baseball card website. We don't look at Salvador Dali's website, what his artwork is worth. We don't look at the Barbie website. We go to the most common websites possible. Amazon, eBay, those are the most common ones. That's what everybody will look. You go to a pawn shop, the pawn shop's going to use eBay to determine the value of your stuff. So number one, we're not going to use your website that you found because you did some research and found this one website that's got extravagant prices. We're also not going to go based on imaginary numbers. I mean, I had this one guy come in with 6 Hummel plates. 6 Hummel plates. He said they were about 25 years old. He came in and he came in with this crazy math. He said, I bought these plates for $50 each 25 years ago, and if you take that number and you multiply it by 100% increase in value per year times the last 25 years, that comes up with this number. And for these 6 Hummel plates, he wanted $10,000. So let me just show you something real quick. All right. Now let me just show you for example. And I just did a basic search on eBay. Here's what we do on eBay. We'll do a search for items. Then we come up here. We do an advanced search. Because in advanced search, you can basically
eBay.
Yeah. You can see when we do an advanced search, we put for completed listings to see in the last 60 days what sold, what didn't sell. These are real numbers. And if you come down here, you see these Hummel plates, and you got page after page. $2, $3, $3, with free shipping, mind you. You know how much that's going to cost to ship to somebody? It's going to cost about $8. This guy is going to lose $5 to ship this. $3, $3, $4. Hummel plates, these are books. Let's come down a little bit further. Here's some more plates. Look, $2.99, no sale. When they're in red, it means they did not sell. 99 cents. $5 with free shipping. Hummel plates are worth roughly 50 cents each. So when you come in with this crazy made-up math, well, I'm going to ask you, where the hell did you get that from? And so you got to come in with reality, not with fiction. Ultimately, items are only worth what somebody is willing to pay for them. And that's the problem with these Barbie websites, replacements.com, all this kind of stuff. You can't tell what the people actually paid for. You can't tell if the items actually got sold for or not. They're just sitting there. It's just blank numbers. But on eBay, you can see if the item sold or if it didn't sell. So you know what the item is worth. Another example is, we'll get people coming in with Michael Jordan signed baseball cards or football or basketball cards. Or we'll get people coming in with Beanie Babies saying, hey, this is a rare one, it's worth $1 million. We're like, where'd you get that from? I got it from eBay. There's a difference between going from asking price to going from selling price. And again, if we go to... So look at this. I'm going to show you, for example, here's we're going to do a search for Beanie Babies. I put in here Beanie Baby, okay? Now I'm going to do a search. I'm doing an advanced search to see what they sold for. And if you take this box right here, I'm going to go from highest to lowest. That's kind of what we search for, to the highest to lowest. Because we're trying to be fair. We're trying to give you as much money as possible. Look what this nut is asking for this thing. $350,000 for this piece of crap junk Beanie Baby. Now years ago, this used to be worth some money right after Princess Diana died because it's the Princess Diana Beanie Baby. But there are millions of them out there. If you go down here, you see how this is in red? $350,000, $325,000. We can keep going down. $500,000. They're all in red because nobody is buying them. These nuts are hoping someone is going to be stupid enough to pay that kind of money for it. But they're all in red. They're all not selling. So if you come in with these Beanie Babies and say, hey, I want $100,000 because that's what they're listed for on eBay, that's what they're listed for. The same way with the Barbie website, the same with replacements.com, the same with G.I. Joe website. They're listed for that much. No one's paying that much. We have to see when they start selling. So you got to keep going down until you start seeing green. Look, no green. Look, I'm going to skip down several pages because you're not going to see green for a long time. Look, now we're into $5,000. Now it's for the same Beanie Baby. See? Still red. No one's buying. Here we go. Now we're starting to get into the green. Princess Diana Beanie Baby, the same one that the guy was asking $350,000, half of $1 million for, sold 99 cents. So we go by what the item sold for because, again, like I said a few minutes ago, everything is ultimately worth what somebody is willing to pay for them. If nobody is willing to pay $1,000 for an item, it's not worth that much. If someone's willing to pay $5 for it, it's worth $5. We'll give you half of that, $250. Here, someone came in a couple days ago with this item. Looks like nothing. It's just a Tron action figure. He wanted $40 when he came in with it. We thought it was ridiculous, but we looked it up on the internet. Sells for $40 on eBay. So we gave the guy $20 because he knew what he had. We had to give him half. We gave him $20. It's a $40 item. It looks like nothing, but we'll look up the items and we'll give you a fair price based on what you have. But, being in Vegas again, we do get these gangbangers or crack addicts coming in with stuff that they literally dug out of the garbage. Ripped up Archie comic books or die-cast cars, Hot Wheels, out of the box with doors ripped off, and they want hundreds of dollars for this trash. Then they get mad when we offer them 10, 15 cents because they brought in trash, what's half of zero? What's half of trash? Half of a trash. So we get these people coming in, gangbangers trying to force us, oh, you're going to give me $100 for my trash. We don't give you what you think you're going to get. And if you try to force us, we got Cliff over there going to knock you in the back of the head. Get a picture of Cliff. Anyway, so